Alright, welcome back to my channel. I am the Lion, and this is Ghost of Lion's Den. Now, today, how to test a woman. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this is wrong. This is a wrong thing to do, okay? And this is what my video is all about, because a lot of what I teach is how not to do the mistakes that lead you into the big mistakes of you not succeeding. Now, believe it or not, okay, if you're still here with me, believe it or not, most of the little mistakes, right, the what not to do, is what eventually gets you the W, the win, okay? Now, let me go ahead and explain real quick, right? Ways to test a woman. Boundary screening, the favor observation, adversity test, power dynamics, interest levels. All of this is good and dandy, right? However, there's a problem. It's contradicting. Now I know how that sounds. Okay, now I got a video that I'm going to show you what I mean about the contradicting part, right? But just to give you a straight up spoiler immediately, right? Because that's how I do. Signs she might be testing you. Now think about this, okay? One of these little on the list is signs to look that she's testing you. Now think about this. Simple logic. This is what you came to my channel for. Simple, basic answers that are actually universal and true. All right? And it's all a matter of, right, thinking outside the box. Or actually, work smarter, not harder. So, I'm going to tell you right now, all women test at all times. Period. All right, that's it. So understand, if you're going to do this dumbass move of trying to test her, right, which is one of the big flaws, because all of these little tests are all big ass mistakes in her world because she's testing you already. So in essence, what you have is two women testing each other. All right? Understand. But don't get butthurt. That's why you came to my channel for, right? For the real deal answers. So without further ado, right, let's go ahead and jump in. I hope you understood what I meant about two women testing each other. That's not what you want, all right? You want to be the guy. You want to be her love interest, the boyfriend, the whatever the hell, the side dude, whatever it is. So long as you get some, and that's the point, all right? Anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. Got video here of this dude. Popular ass video for some reason. A lot of guys love this stuff, right? They want to play the game, only they're playing it wrong. But anyway, let's go jump in. I don't want to make this video too long, like I always say.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is test her. My dudes, it is absolutely essential that you test women before you enter into sexual relationships
Already wrong
with them. Women have figured this out a long time ago.
Yep, because they're the tester. Period. See how simple it really is? We don't have to complicate it. But again, this is popular stuff. This is what guys, at least the majority, love and, you know, consume. Sadly. But fear not, I'm here, right? You're here now, so let's go ahead and show you what I mean.
Women test men all the time. Unfortunately, due to their poor optionality, the average guy doesn't think to test a woman who shows interest in him. He's just happy to be there.
And while that is correct, he is just happy to be there. Understand, you're not going to succeed by doing what they do in certain occasions. Because some of my teaching does overlap with fire. But it's only a matter of you understanding what you're going up against. Okay, not becoming one of them. Understand that that's actually fundamental to all of this.
Unfortunately, this attitude significantly increases the likelihood that he will get involved with a dangerous difficult, or disordered woman on a long enough time frame.
And that's my biggest problem of them all. Understand that while this guy, it means well, he has fully embraced this myth, this thing going around, this sickness of guys, I will not call them men, guys, believing that somehow they can fall victim to a woman. Understand what that means. Understand what I am saying before anybody gets butthurt. All right? How in the hell are you going to be scared of being in a relationship with a woman? Understand what that means, right? If this is true. If these guys are running around going, well, see, if I do this, I might fall victim to this psychological monster or whatever the hell. First of all, there is no world where you are the victim. That's part of the problem. This new belief of all these guys, right there, it just spews weakness and the ick, the very thing that gets all these guys in these situations in the first place. Isn't that amazing? All of these guys are scared shitless, right? Think about that. They're scared to be in a relationship. They're sounding like what I said at the top of this video today, right? They're sounding and saying the exact same thing that women say. So understand, perception is indeed reality. That's 100% true. However, in this world of ours, right, with all these new, theories and all this fucking lunacy going around in the world right now, everybody seems to forget the universal true rules of the universe. These are laws, and one of them is your perception, okay? And their perception. Understand that. So if your perception is to be scared, right, of women, you make them to be exactly what they become ultimately, thanks to you. And then they can turn around and actually say, yes, you did it to yourself. All right. It's just simple things. But anyways, believe it or not, while it's simple and it sounds simple and I say it, that it's so damn simple, guys, especially nowadays, it's just like harder and harder to get them to understand these simple little things, right? These are rookie mistakes. Understand that. Rookie mistakes. We've never been at this level of, noviceness and greenish behavior, right? But anyways, understand it again, and it's my whole damn point. That's why I went on a rant, but understand that some of the, it's so easy. All you have to really do is just not mess up. Don't mess up on the rookie mistakes. Just the little beginning things. It goes all the way because it was meant to be like that, right? Anyways, this is next level game and theories and all that stuff, and you're going to learn. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's continue.
And I'm here today to teach guys on how to go about avoiding that. To be honest, I'll probably have to do several episodes on the subject, but hey, you got to start somewhere. Now, there are many
Welcome to my world.
different kinds of women you're going to want to avoid getting involved with.
There you go. Just understand what he is saying once again. Is that what you want? You want a list of girls that you want to avoid getting involved with? Understand. And you can look back at all my videos. All of them. All I've ever said that this game of love and war is just fishing. That's all it is. Fishing. And you're supposed to be the fisherman. That's it. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. But yet I see millions and millions of gurus and videos and millions of views and millions of comments. And I know what you're going to say. Because I've heard this before also. Everybody's wrong. Right? You're the one that's right. Well, no. There's a couple of us. That's why it's the 1%ers. Understand. That's why it's the 1%ers and not the 99% that's winning. Understand that. Now, if you want to reach at least the 3%, right? Because it's way, way next level for you to reach the 1%. But you can indeed at least reach the 3%. All right? Now, understand. For all these, and I'll give you a perfect example, right? I know it's a dumbass example, but it's an example, right? For all these videos of women going, well, I got a body count of 30 and 40 and 50 and 60. And yet you got all these videos of all these guys that are striking out. They ain't getting any. So what's going on? How can these girls have these 40, 50, 60 body count, and then all these guys crying, bitching, complaining about how they're not getting any? It's just simple mathematics. Someone is lying, or something ain't adding up, right? Basically the 1%, all right? The 1% are getting all the girls, and 99% are just sitting there with their manlies in their hand, and that's the problem. Anyways, that's why I'm here to help you out, right? So before we continue, if you like, share, help me help you by subscribing, right? Commenting down below. What do you think? Post a question. I'll answer, Anyway, let's continue.
And one of these kinds I call a bomb. What do bombs do? They explode, sometimes at the slightest touch. Bombs are women who are going to explode at you the first time you don't do something right.
Wrong again, and I'll explain. Okay, again, it goes back to the already explained at the beginning of this video. This fear that I speak of is what makes these dumbass bombs go off. Understand, again, how simple it really is hard to do, because it's hard to understand what it is I'm actually saying. But if you've gotten this far and are somewhat interested, understand, this is it. This is indeed the way, right? And I'm a Mandalorian crap, but this is one way, right? All roads lead to Rome, as they say, right? This is it. You want to go to Rome. You don't want to be lost in the damn sauce, understand? He's literally saying, well, stay away from these bombs, and they're going to blow up on you the only reason they blow up on you is because you're scared. Understand that. No woman will ever blow up on you if you are the man. Understand that. That is indeed the purpose of my video and all my videos, right? You must understand that. And if they do blow up, understand they can't do jack to you, because it might just be another test for another next level reasons. And I know how that sounds, because it's just because it seems like I'm just evading, but I'm not. I'll give you an example again, because that's what I do, right? But anyway, some girls blow up, and again, you gotta reach this level to understand this. But some women blow up and get mad for the very fact that that they know not only can you take the bomb, but you're gonna put them straight, and then makeup sex. That's what it is, right? It's just, that's it. Sometimes they blow up because they get off on it, all right, and they know you can handle it, and then take them down correctly. But anyways, that again is next level, right? Once you reach that level, I'm telling you, it's just I can't even explain it. But there you go, right? All right, so let's continue. I guess I'll end with this, right? Well, at least for my rant here. My point is that none of this should hurt you. Testing women, all this other crap, you don't need none of that. It's actually way more simple than you'll ever understand, right? Really. It's so simple that it's hard, and that's my whole thing, right? What makes it hard is for you to get to this point where it's full circle. For as complicated as the dating world is for men, right, especially nowadays with all that stupid crap, but as complicated as it is, if you only knew it was a trick all along and you didn't have to go through all that crap, right, and that the answer was right in front of you all along, right, then indeed it wouldn't be hard. But it's a trap. It's a trick question. That's what makes it hard. But if you're smart enough, right, man enough, strong enough, right, understand, maybe just clever. If you're just clever and realize the truth is it's not hard at all, and the answer was staring at you all along. That's why I use these videos. Anyway, let's continue. I'll show you.
Or the first time you do something wrong. And I'm putting those words in quotes because their notion of right and wrong is almost never connected to some kind of extrapolated morality and is almost always based on their own subjective interests and goals.
Nope. It's based on her test. You see what I mean? Well, this guy is good, because he is good at the psychology part of it. He ain't good at what he's actually applying it to. And I know how that sounds, right? Because you know, who are you? Well, first I'm the lion, and I'm the real deal. All right? Enough to show you what I mean. Now check this out. Now this guy just said, right, that women blow up and all that, nothing to do with morality, and he's right up to that point. Then it goes of her goals. Well, what is her goals, right? Understand, what is her goal, if not to test you? That's it. That's all it is. So it goes back to the test. The very same test that he wants you to perform on her, which destroys his whole damn video, which is why I don't go through the whole damn thing. But I'm showing you the contradiction at the very beginning of his whole process of explanation on how you should go about testing girls, while I'm here telling you to not test girls. Just understand what they do. They'll test you. And you should focus on just passing that simple test. Right? That's it. It's that simple. All right? There you go. Your answer. Once again. All right? So, I guess I can do a little more. I'll show you, but I hope you understand. I know how it sounds like I'm just going in circles. But understand, I do go in circles, right? It's hard to explain this sort of stuff. And how, even though it's so easy to really understand, but I understand coming from someone, you know, because I teach dudes a lot. And so I explain, and I see the reaction in their faces. Like, what? Like, it's shocking. It goes against everything they've ever told. It's just a simple, you know, it's like when you're so, like, let's say you stuck in a problem for years. This dude comes along. Oh, just, you were putting it in backwards. Right? You're sitting there like a dumbass now. Because this whole damn time, you had your tool backwards. So understand, I know it's defeating right at the same time. Because it's like, well, you wasted all this damn time. I know. It's demoralizing. Right? Also, you don't want to accept it because it can't be that you've been struggling for all these years and it was just a simple, dumbass rookie mistake. But there you go, right? All right. Let's continue with this bombing here.
That is right is what she wants and wrong is what she doesn't. Those who give her what she wants are good. Those who don't are bad or unhealthy or toxic or sexist and so on.
Freebie for you. We reached the point of the video where I give you a freebie. If you made it this far, you get a freebie. Simple answer to what he just said. Okay? So remember this. And you get this here on my channel from the Lion. You don't give a woman what she wants. You give her what she needs. That's it. Alright? That is it. If you lived by that model, everything would just be fixed, all right? And you would have to worry about other dudes and problems and money and all that other crap. But a woman problem, there you go. So you're welcome. All right, let's finish it up for today. Because probably made the video too damn long already, and a lot of you don't have the attention span for whatever the hell reason. All right, let's continue.
When you touch a bomb the wrong way, and boy, are some of these bombs touchy, they're going to explode. And they're going to explode with all the force of being convicted in their own self-righteousness. She might yell, or pout, or call you names, or throw things, or threaten the continued basis of the relationship. These are all forms of immaturity and emotional dysregulation.
Wrong, once again. See what I mean? It's all a matter of understanding the fish. You know why she blows up at that level? You know why she blows up with, I guess, no holding back? You know why she takes it out on your ass to the extreme? Because she truly believes she is the only woman on the face of the planet. She is a 10. In her mind, in her world, she is the girl. Understand that? She is the queen. She is the all, the be all, end all in her world. So understand, it ain't her fault. It's not what you think. Oh, she's a narcissist, man. She ain't even worth it. It doesn't matter what you think. It's her world. Understand what you're dealing with. You see, this is the problem, and this is also a trick, because 99% of guys really do believe this. They really do ask that stupid question of what do you bring to the table? Understand? She brings herself to the table. That's it. And everything else, and I know I probably lose a couple of you just saying that right there, right? And you're putting her on a pedestal and you're a simp and blah blah blah. Nah, I'm probably worse. Right? I just summed it up. I literally just said that women are but fish and you're the fisherman. That's it. So understand, there ain't no pedestal here. I'm just telling you, understand what you're dealing with. And you're dealing with a woman that thinks she is the last Coke in the desert, as they say. Okay? So you can't fault her for that. If anything, here's where you apply the fire with fire. You should think you're the last sumbitch in the desert. You yourself as well, right? And understand. As the last survivor, to the victor goes the spoils, and right, and you get the Coke. But anyways, there you go. I guess I could continue on rants, but I'm not gonna do that. We'll go ahead and check some comments here, just to show you, right? When someone shows you who they are, believe them at the first time. So what do you mean? Like some woman shows you she's like, oh, narcissist one day, she's a lovey-dovey the next day. So what the fuck are you gonna believe? Right? Every single day you're dealing with a different emotion. Understand that. So you see again here, fail, rookie mistake, right? I going on and on, right? Here we go. Anyone can fake good behavior, but it's difficult to fake bad behavior. So mostly good behavior is faked and bad behavior is real. If you can observe, then it would be easier for you to find the right person. Now, what kind of a dumbass man, right, says this? Right? It's like, this thing at the end is the worst part. You can find the right person. So who is the right person? If not a 10 that you like, right? The hottest of hot. Do you really care? Let's be honest. Do you really care to know what the kind of a damn person this woman is? She's a 10. You deal with the aftermath, right? Now, if you're good enough, understand. Rookie mistake is to think that you're not. But again, there you go. Anyways, most women would fall. Most women would fail most tests. Well, yes. Because they're not here. They're not there to pass your dumbass stats. That's the point. But anyways, you got millions of, well, not millions, but, thousands of likes on all these comments of all these dudes that agree with each other. But again, all this shows you is just a bunch of damn circle jerk, right? About how women are so bad and evil, and then not one of these dudes says, all right, well, I could take any, right? Any girl and any bomb that is on the face of the planet. Why? Because I'm that damn good. That's it. That's how simple it really is. But again, it's also funny, right? But there it is. I love this. Gonna check out your new stuff from now on. Oh, there you go. You got yourself a fan. Jumped on the bandwagon. Oh, man. There you go. Well, anyways, unless you want to try it, you can look this dude up, right? Go ahead. Test women as they test you. And all you guys, a bunch of two women testing each other. So there you go. I'll leave you with that again. If you like this video, right? Share, like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't be embarrassed. Put your comment down below. I'll answer it, right? What do you think? Do you think I'm full of crap? You think this guy's the GOAT, right? You think red flags are dangerous and bombs and all this other crap, right? When have you ever heard? Man, I can go on and on. When have you ever heard a fisherman go, wow, shit, I don't fish here because fishes here explode? That's how stupid he would look amongst other fishermen. So there you go. I'll see you on the next episode.